Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, home to the Carolina Panthers. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. This is a huge opportunity for their team. Making it to the college football playoff last year has proven to them they can compete with any team in the country. But now they've got to do it again. They've got to show that that was not just a one-year fluke and that they can be consistently great. Guys?
All right, Holly. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense working from the pistol. Moore with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on! Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They used the jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The run inside. It's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They go right back to it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. 4th down, more. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Might be looking to run. Fires into the end zone. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Man, you got to love the effort, selling out for that. Listen, it wasn't a deep pass down the field. It's a short pass, but great effort, laying out, good body control, bringing in the diving catch.
Trying to run it in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Trying to slam in. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
More to throw for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Ducks! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll go play action with Mack. Now adjusting. Wasting no time taking a shot.
Looks that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double-team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Makes it past the marker. so important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll go with a direct snap. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Keelan Russell throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Again, it's Russell. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The corners are walked up tight. Fourth down, Russell. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Davison. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Quarterback making adjustments. Dante Moore. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Finds his man down the middle. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Throwing Russell. Pucks it out of the air. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Russell. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Dead center perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a gap. It's Davison. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moore. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Wide receiver going in motion. They go play action with Russell. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Russell. Finds his back in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Moore, play action. Finds his man. It's Hooks. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Oregon! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jenkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Tide ready to roll on offense. Russell. The sure hands, it's Rodgers.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all in that last play.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Finding some room. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Throwing Russell. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing more. Grab behind the line. It's Davison. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Rushes on him. And it's a sack.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his 1st sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. He wants to change this route. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Russell unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Russell. On target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's more to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
You know, the defense just hasn't seemed to quite have an answer. They've come close to interceptions like that one there, but they haven't registered any so far. They've given up a few touchdown passes. They're just not quite able to make the plays they need to against the pass in this game.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Dante Moore. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Moore. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Delayed handoff. It's Hill. Not much happening on that one. Maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to move here late in the half. It's third down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throwing Moore. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. At midfield, he's got room. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Eastern Michigan, taking on the number 23 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's Eastern Michigan, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Catch in the middle. It's Rodgers. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Looking deep. Wide open downfield. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Bama! That one will give them the lead.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Back has it. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go play action with Moore. Now he's going to break the pocket. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. On the run, it's Hill. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Keelan Russell. Hauls it in. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup. I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Russell. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside give.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Send the tight end in motion. Pulls and fires complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open. Man zone, I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they can continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Throwing Russell. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. A run for the quarterback. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. They're hoping to ride this guy and the running attack to an upset, and boy, this would be devastating if he can't go. We'll have Holly looking on him. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on 4th.
It's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown time! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Here's more to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Moore. The Ducks will hustle to the line. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition.
Unleashes one deep. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Taking it the other way. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They're going to run it to the right. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for space. It's Hill. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Motion from the wideout. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield and make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Holds it in on the left. Off and running. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
And right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Fires to the wideout. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
So now it's 2nd and long. Austin Mack. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to throw. It's Mack. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dante Moore. Zings it complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Nice grab in traffic. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
And guys, 2nd down didn't do them any favors as they face this 3rd down. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Mack. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll go right back to him. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. That's caught. It's Davison. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davison. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defense and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
It's complete to the left. At the 40, there he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Moore. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davison. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Moore to the air.
Man, you gotta love the response.
Snags it, and there's running room. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This drive comes from the 14-yard line. Throwing, Mack. Finds his tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing, Moore. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Oh, he makes the catch. Lowers those pads. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him, man. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might...
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oregon!
And with that touchdown, they've tied the game. All you got to do now is kick the extra point. You need to do a great job on special teams covering, and your defense just has to hold on because there are only a few ticks left on the game clock.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Austin Mack. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. It's on target and complete. He's out of bounds. Picks up the first down. 11 seconds remain.
Man, it's so nice to have guys like this who do the right thing. You have to understand the situation. Yards don't get me anything here. I don't need yards. I got to get points, but that time is ticking. Nice job stopping the clock, getting out of bounds.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Mack fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.